Prominent Brexiteer Nigel Farage said British people no longer want a Brexit deal with the European Union after a poll revealed more than half of Britons do not fear leaving the Brussels bloc with no deal. Mr. Farage told his LBC show, "I think you have got a hardening of opinion here because people are, frankly, sick to death of this half-in, half-out approach that the Prime Minister is taking. It's one poll. I'm not saying it is gospel, as Arthur Daley would have said. We will look for more polling data over the course of the next few days, but it is interesting. I think people are beginning to say, let's just leave, and others on the other side saying, we have to have a second referendum. I do think that those that voted Leave are beginning to harden in their opinions." Nigel Farage, but I do think that those that voted Leave are beginning to harden in their opinions. In a survey carried out yesterday after Chancellor Philip Hammond's 2018 budget speech, 52% of respondents said they were behind a no-deal Brexit. Politico, who ran the poll with Hanbury, said, "The Politico-Hanbury poll shows the country remains as divided as ever over Brexit, with 52% either not buying the warning that leaving the EU without a deal would negatively impact spending on public services or saying reduced public spending would be a price worth paying." In an echo of the 2016 EU referendum, 48% say they agree with the government that no deal will mean less money for public services and this is not a price worth paying. Brexit news. Nigel Farage said Brexiteers' opinions are hardening. Image, LBC Getty. In a breakdown of result, 30.7% of people said a no deal would not lead to less money for public services, while 21% of people said a no deal would mean there will be less money for public services, but it is a price worth paying. Whereas 48.8% said they were against a no-deal Brexit over concerns it would have a negative impact on public services and spending. The poll follows comments from Chancellor Philip Hammond during his 2018 budget speech in which he said the government will have to set a new budget if it is unable to reach a Brexit deal with the EU. Mr. Hammond said the budget is based on an average type free trade deal being agreed between the UK and the EU. When questioned about the impact of a no-deal Brexit, Mr. Hammond told Sky News Bridge on Sunday programme, "We would need to look at a different strategy and frankly we'd need to have a new budget that set out a different strategy for the future." He also told the BBC's Mar show that if the UK leaves without a deal, the government would have to revisit where we are, but the Chancellor added, "I have got fiscal reserves that would enable me to intervene."